Let's start the streaming.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. I'm very happy to be with you tonight. Okay, right. So, first of all, welcome. There are still a lot of people coming, entering, so I think we'd better wait for a couple of minutes more. But anyway, my name is Maria Pia, and I'll be your teacher. And I'm sure we'll have a great time together.
Ti chiamo dopo, sto facendo un corso. Ciao.
Yeah, with the Zoom, you can keep the microphones on, no problems, because it's not, I don't know, whistling or something. But if there are noises in your room, everybody will be able to hear them. So if there are noises, people talking and so on, please switch the microphone off in that case. So still people entering. In the meantime, I posted in the chat the link to the Google form. You need to, who's that? You need to sign for the presence. So click on the link and fill in the form, please, with your email address and signature. Can you see it in the chat? To go to the chat, you have to move your mouse. And so at the bottom of the screen, a series of icons appear. And there's an icon called chat with a little cloud. Click on that and the chat will appear on the side of your screen. And in the chat, I posted the link to the, I'll do it again just in case. Okay, here's the link again. Clicking on the link, a Google form will appear and you can sign your presence. So when at the end of the year, you'll need a certification of presence, attendance, we will know how many of you were present today, were here today. Did you find it? Any problem, you tell me, no problems.
No problem.
Anytime you want to talk, simply switch the microphone on and talk. Don't worry.
No problem.
No problems, good.
Yes.
Okay. Let's wait for a couple of minutes more because other people are joining. Hope you're not very tired today. I am very tired, but I worked all day, as most of you, I suppose. Okay, so have you signed your presence? I'm sorry, I can't smile much because I had a dental operation on Friday. I know it's Wednesday today, but it still bruises. You know, it's sono ancora ammaccata. It still, you know, bruises, and so I can't smile with this big smile, just a little bit. Sorry. It will be better next time, hopefully. Let's cross fingers. Okay, so do you think we can start? It's almost 5 minutes past 5. So let's start, I would say. So first of all, I have something to tell you. You won't be happy about it, but there's nothing much we can do. Now, these classes, these courses were born with the idea of helping people to sustain and pass the Cambridge examinations, B1 and B2. However, what happened was that I had made a program and a number of lessons starting towards the middle of October, going to the end of May, twice a week, with something like 20, maximum 25 people per class. Because it was even not enough, because normally to get ready for a Cambridge certification B1 or B2, usually they say you need 120, from 120 to 150 hours. And from mid-October to end of May, there were a total of about 94 hours. So not enough from the beginning. But I was confident to be able to, to do it. But then Stefano said, we can't start in the middle of October. Please, let's start it at, in November, middle of November. So we moved, the starting date to the middle of November. And the first month has gone, bye-bye. So out of 94 lessons, hours of lesson, something like, I don't know, 84, 86 were left. And then we published, the advertising for these courses. And many, many, many of you told us, we will not be able to attend twice a week. It's too much for us. Once a week is a lot, because with our jobs, most of you are teachers and meetings and so on, we can't make it twice a week. So I told Stefano, what shall we do? And he said, let's make it once a week, because we have to do what people want, of course. So it became once a week. And so the hours, were even shortened even more. And it became something like 48 hours. And I said, oh my God, I will never be able to prepare those people to the Cambridge exams. But I will do my best. Then Stefano rightly said, no, Maria Pia, no entry test, please, because we cannot put a maximum number. All Europol lessons are free and open to everyone to join. So everybody who wants to join is very, very welcome. Forget about a maximum number. So I said, oh my God. And you know how many people applied for this course? I don't know exactly, but more than 173. Last time I checked, it was 173 people. But in the meantime, people are, joining. So it will be more than that now. So I said, I will never, ever be able to prepare people for the Cambridge exam. 173 people once a week from mid-November to end of May. It's impossible. And so he said, yes, actually, 173 people is a lot. Let's split the group. Let's make 2 groups so that 80, 90 people can attend each group. And I said, I haven't got enough hours to split the groups. And so it became once every 2 weeks, once a fortnight. And it means 12 lessons of 2 hours each for a total of 24 hours. It's absolutely impossible to prepare a Cambridge exam in 24 hours with 70 people in class. So, nevertheless, I asked the other classes if people really applied with the intention of doing the exam, or if they just applied to revise their English and so on. I don't know about you, I'll ask you now, but the other classes, about half, 45, 50% of people applied with the intention of trying the exam, the Cambridge B1 or B2 exams. So, what can we do? In that case, the best I could do is prepare for your speaking part, because this is something you cannot do alone, because you need to interact, to speak, be corrected, and so on. So I will concentrate all my lessons on the speaking part of the test, and will help you in any possible way with the other parts, so reading, listening, and writing. But of course, most of the job has to be done by you, because 24 hours, it's not enough. Simply, it's not enough. But I will be next to you, support you in any possible way. If you want to send me things to correct, I will correct them. I will tell you how the exam works, and I will give you suggestions, and I'm still confident we can manage. But please be aware that a great part of the job must be done by you yourselves if you want to try the exam. Now, so far so good? Come va finora? Avete capito tutto quello che ho detto? Devo ripetere in italiano? Tu non sei Giacomo, come ti chiami?
Ah, sorry, I'm Maria.
Maria, ok, Maria. Ok, do you want me to repeat it in Italian? Volete che lo ripeta in italiano velocemente? No? Ditemi voi, eh? No? Ok? Sì o no?
No.
Ok, right. Okay, so now, first of all, I need to know in this class how many of you, capito il senso generale, ok? Come io non sento? Emanuela, perché non senti? It's your problem though. All the other people listen, can hear. Can you hear? Can't you hear? Yes, they can hear. So it's your problem, Emanuela. I don't know what to do. Anyway, so please, if you move your mouse at the bottom part of the screen, a series of icons come out. The last one before the dots is reactions, o reazioni se avete la versione italiana. If you click on reactions, a series of funny faces come out, and a green tick or a red cross. So please, if you want to say if you want to try the exam, click on the green tick. If you don't care about the exam, click on the red cross, so that I can get an idea of how many of you want to try the exam.
Maria Pia,
Yes?
I don't have neither the tick, the green tick,
Okay,
not
nor
even
the
the cross.
red cross.
Okay.
What do you have?
I have okay.
Okay, if you want to try the exam, give me a thumb up.
Okay.
If you don't want to try the exam, what's the alternative?
No, there is shaking hands, crying, I mean a face crying, or a heart, or nothing with nothing.
If you click on the dots, maybe a thumb down comes out. So give me a thumb up if you want to try the exam, a thumb down if you don't want to try the exam. Or tick, a green tick if you want to try the exam, a red cross if you don't want to try the exam, so that we can realize what the situation is. So, okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, because they come out in the chat. They come out in the chat.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, I can see them in your monitor. They come out in the chat. Okay. The bottom is the icon is at the bottom of the screen. If you move the mouse at the bottom of the screen, a series of icons come out.
Yes.
And if you click on reactions, okay, reazioni in Italian, if you click on reactions, you can click on the cross or on the tick, green tick, or give me a thumb up or down. Well, in this class, not many people want to try the exam, to be honest. There are a few though. Roberta, Maria, not very many, to be honest. In the other classes, about half of them wanted to try the exam. Here, only Roberta and Maria for the moment, for what I can see. Some of you haven't voted yet, but for what I can see, only Roberta and Maria. Okay, so if it's only 2 people, I can work with them singularly. They can also take part in their other classes as well. And we can do something different for the rest of the class. It's up to you. Okay. Not very many people in this group. New message. No? Okay. So only 2 people, Roberta and Maria, are interested in trying the exam. Good. I mean, good for us. Okay. Anyway.
Excuse me.
Yes, Anna Rosa, dimmi.
Yes, I do not try the exam, but I have a problem to write in the chat.
Don't worry. Oh, don't worry. It's okay. Yes, don't worry.
Thank you.
No problems. Right. So actually only 2 people. Good. In this case, we can do whatever we want to. If you want to, we can still work on the program for the exam and we'll do what we can do, or we can do anything else, whatever you prefer. So any suggestion on your part is very welcome on whatever you want to do. We can do whatever you prefer. Also, another thing I wanted to tell you is that if you want to join the other class as well, you can do that, no problems. You can come once every fortnight, every other week, or once every week, as you like. I've differentiated, I've put a different day, on Tuesday 1 week and on Wednesday the other group, group A on Tuesday, group B on Wednesday, because in case some of you are busy on Tuesday, they can come on the Wednesday lesson, and if some of you is busy on Wednesday, they can come on Tuesday. But if you can come on both on Tuesday and on Wednesday, and you want to come once a week, feel free to do that, no problems at all. And to help you do that, I have united the chats B1A and B1B, B1, yes, 1A and B1B, the 2 groups together in one chat. So you all have the homework, the material, and the link. So whenever you want to enter the class, attend the lesson, feel free to join us. You're all very welcome because it's always useful, I suppose. I hope, at least. Okay, right. Apart from that, shall I still tell you about the Cambridge exam, or don't you mind in the list? Do you want to know a little bit about it, or don't you mind in the list? What do you think? Yes, of course, Roberta is interested. Okay.
Can I
Sure, Luisa,
tell
yes.
you and ask you? Is necessary we decide this now, or we can decide in another date?
Or can we do it?
Do it.
On? Yes, is it necessary for us to decide now, or can we do it later on in, during the school year? You can do it anytime later on if you want to. But if I know that there are people who wanted to do the exam, I need to work a lot on that program, because as I told you, we have a little time, only 12 lessons, 2 hours per lesson, a total of 24 hours. So if I know that you want to do the exam, even if at the end of the year you decide not to do it, it doesn't matter, I don't care. But if I know that you mean to do it, I really need to work, in order to bring you there, which can be useful for the others as well. Unless you want to do something different. You tell me if you want to do something different. Whatever suggestion is very welcome. Anyway, before we go on, it's already 5:22, 22 minutes past 5. So I'm going to post again the link to the Google form to sign your presence. So there it is in the chat. Please click on the link and fill in the Google form so that your presence will be registered. And if you want to check if your presence has been registered, you should receive an email at your email address with the recording of your registration. So this is to avoid at the end of the year people saying, I was there, where are you? I didn't sign you. It's all recorded. It's all registered or recorded. Okay, so, let's start with the exam anyway, because it's also useful for the other ones. Now, to make you understand how the exam works, I have prepared a couple of explanations. Okay, the Cambridge B1 exam consists in a reading which is going to last 45 minutes. It's divided into 6 parts for a total of 32 questions, and it counts for 25% of the final mark.
Ciao, buonasera.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Could you switch the microphones off, please? Because we can hear noises in the background. Then there's a writing part, again 45 minutes, divided into 2 parts, 2 questions. And that counts for 25% of the final mark as well. Then there's a listening part, lasting 30 minutes, divided into 4 parts, 4 sections, and 25 questions. And this again counts for 1/4, 25% of the final mark. And finally, there's the speaking part, which is going to last from 12 to 17 minutes, let's say a quarter of an hour, per pair of candidates. You enter the exam in pair, in couples, in pair, two of you together. And you do the exam together. Part of the exam will be talking to each other. The speaking part consists in 4 sections and counts for 25% of the final mark. Okay, so I'm going to give you, and we can do it in class as well, since you are not so pressed by getting to a very good level for the exam. We can take our time and do some readings and writings and listenings as well. But my idea is to make you speak as much as possible, to let you speak as much as possible. So we will concentrate mainly on the speaking part, if it's okay for you. If it's not okay, just ask me. If you prefer to concentrate on the listening, on the writing, on the reading, no problems, just tell me. That's because reading, writing, and listening, you can do them by yourselves. Speaking, you can't. You need to speak to someone, so that's why. Now, the speaking part specifically is divided into 4 sections. 2 candidates enter together. Section 1 lasts 2-3 minutes. First, the examiner greets the candidate. Good morning, good afternoon. Asks for the mark sheets and introduces himself or herself and the other examiner. And then he or she asks very general questions, like these ones. So, shall we try? Shall we try it? Let's say Roberta and Maria are entering together. Good afternoon. Hello, Roberta and Maria, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Don't you reply? You're supposed to be at the exam.
Good afternoon.
Okay, right. Okay. Now, my name is Maria Pia, and this is, there's no one, but let's pretend that there is someone, and this is Mr. So-and-so. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Even if you don't shake hands, nice to meet you is always very appreciated. So nice to meet you. Could you please switch the microphones off? There's somebody. Okay. So, right. So, good evening or good afternoon, whatever it is. Maybe good evening. It's 5:30. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Maria Pia, and this is Miss or Mr. whatever it is, so-and-so.
My name's Maria.
Wait a second. Nice to meet you.
Nice
to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
And
meet
what,
you.
okay, what are your names?
My name is Maria.
And Roberta, aren't you talking? Roberta?
Yes, here I am.
Okay, so what are your names?
My names.
I mean,
What you
are together with Maria.
No, I am alone.
I know you are alone here, but in the exam, you will be
Okay.
in pairs.
Yes,
so
yes,
just
I know.
imagine you are at the exam and
Yes.
you are doing it with Maria. You are taking your examination together with Maria.
Okay.
So I ask you, what are your names? And Maria replied, my name's Maria. What about you?
My name's Roberta.
Good. Right. Can I have your mark sheets, please? You're supposed to have some mark sheets and you have to handle them. So can I have your mark sheets, please? Here you are. Okay, here you are.
There you are.
Give me the
Here you
mark
are.
sheets. Yes, here you are. Good. Okay, then there are general questions like the one I have written here. Where do you live or where do you come from? So Maria, where do you come from? Where are you from?
I come from Verona.
Okay, but that's not enough. It's a good reply, but you needed to add something. I come from Verona. I was born and brought up here, for example. Or I am from somewhere else, but now I live in Verona. It's a city in the northeast of Italy, between Venice and Milan, for example. Okay, so don't simply reply, yes, no, my name is, I'm from, it's not enough. Okay, so where are you from, Maria?
I come from Verona. I live in Verona. It's a city in northeast to Italy.
In the northeast of Italy.
Oh, Italy. Okay.
In the, yes, northeast of Italy. If you want to, it's between Milan and Venice, because these are cities that they would recognize. It's between Milan and Venice, near Lake Garda, for example.
Yes.
Near Lake Garda, okay? It's the city of Romeo
And Juliet.
and Juliet. Everybody will recognize Verona if you say so. Okay, so I'm from Verona. I live in Verona. It's a city in the northeast of Italy, between Milan and Venice. It's the city of Romeo and Juliet. Okay, that's a perfect answer. What about you, Roberta? Where are you from?
I am from Massa Carrara. It's not far from the sea. I was born here and I live, I was born in Massa in the city, and now I live near the sea.
Okay. In
Massa
the outskirts.
is in Tuscany. Massa is in Tuscany, but it's not far from Liguria. And it's not far from Liguria.
Sì, più che Liguria, I think they would know the Cinque Terre, but it's okay.
Cinque Terre, ecco, it's not far from Cinque Terre because Massa is in the north of Tuscany. Is between Pisa, Lucca, and La Spezia.
Okay, it's okay. You don't need to talk too much, but just a little bit, you know. Okay, so
we have the sea and we have the mountains as well.
Good. So I'm from Massa. I was born in the city of Massa, but now I live on the outskirts, did you say, un po' fuori Massa, near the seaside. It's a place in Tuscany, in the north of Tuscany, near Cinque Terre. And it's a beautiful place because there's the sea and there are the mountains.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. Probably might be you're not even allowed to say all this, but please prepare all this. If they interrupt you, it's okay, don't worry. It means it's only a matter of time. They have to stay within 15, 17 minutes. So you might be interrupted, but this doesn't mean anything. It means you're going very well, actually. The problem is if you stay silent, and that's very bad. But if you talk and you're interrupted, Perfect, no problems.
Okay.
Good. So then, do you work or study?
Maria o Roberta?
Anyone?
Okay, I work. I'm a teacher in primary school, and before I did many other jobs, but now I enjoy this one very much because I love working with the children, and they give me more than I give them.
Yes, you learn more from them than they learn from you.
Yes.
I'm a teacher in a primary school, or I'm a primary school teacher. Okay, I'm a primary school teacher, or I'm a teacher in a primary school. Okay, right. Good, perfect. And I love my job. I love the children. I think they give me more than I give them. Perfect. What's your job? Do you work or study, Maria?
Sorry. I work teaching in primary school near Verona, and I study always.
Okay. So I work, full stop. I'm a teacher in a primary school near Verona, and I study as well. Oppure I study too. Okay, so I'm both a teacher and a student at the same time. What do you study?
Scienze dell'educazione.
Which would be education?
Yes.
Yeah. Education. Fantastic. Good. How do you go to work? Do you drive there? Do you go on foot? Do you?
I come to school by car.
Okay. Allora, you can say I go by car. No problems. But would be better to say I normally or usually drive there. To drive means to go by car. To cycle means go by bicycle. To fly means go by plane. To sail means go by boat. What else? I don't know. To walk means go on foot. Okay, so it's not a mistake if you say I go by boat or I go on foot, but British people would say I sail there, I walk there, I drive there, I fly there. Okay, so it's if you can remember it, it's better to say I drive there. I usually drive there. Okay, what about you, Roberta? How do you go to school or to work?
I usually drive there because I cannot do. I haven't got any train or bus to go there.
Yes, it's a little far, and there are no public transports. Okay, it's a little far, a little staccato, it's a little far.
Sì. Yes. And there are
no public transports there, no buses, no train. So I need to drive there. I have to drive there. Okay. Did you do something special last night? No.
Yes, no particularly.
Okay, prepare an answer. Even if it's not what exactly you did the previous night, don't worry, nobody knows. So prepare an answer. Did you do something special last night? Not particularly.
Not particularly, yes. I watch a film, a nice film.
Okay, a movie on TV?
Yes, but I think my husband has recorded it. I don't know. Recorded it before.
Ah, okay. It's a recording. Not particularly. I watched a movie on TV.
Yes, it was recorded.
If you want to, that my husband had recorded
it before. Yeah.
Record.
It's a very nice film. And it's a fantastic film. But I could only watch half of it because then it was too late and I had to go sleeping because
You had to go to bed
very early. Yes.
Yes, you had to go to bed. Half la L non si sente, come se non esistesse. Ci sono spessissimo lettere in inglese che non si pronunciano. Half, la L è una di queste. Half. Okay, so yes, perfect. Very good. Maria, did you do something special last night?
Last night, not especially, but today is my son's birthday. And festeggiamo.
Okay, we celebrate. Okay, but today it's my son's birthday, so we're going to celebrate. Okay, so I didn't do anything special last night, but today it's my son's birthday, so we're going to celebrate. Fantastic, fantastic. That would be a perfect answer because it includes the past tense, the present, and the future with intention, so perfect. I didn't do anything special last night, but it's my son's birthday today, and so we're going to celebrate. How old is your son? How old is your son, Maria?
I don't know.
You don't know? How old is he?
Okay. And it's 18.
He's 18. Wow. Great, you know, great year, 18. He's become an adult. Okay, he's 18. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's stop here. So this is the first part of the speaking exam. Then there's a second part, which is going to last 2-3 minutes. And in that part, you will have to talk about a photo or a picture. Now, I know that Maria and Roberta are going to do the exam and the other people will not probably take the exams, but let's have other people talk as well, I would say.
Yeah.
So who wants to tell me about, to tell me something about the picture? See. I need some free use images, perfect. Because I have to be careful with the copyright infringement. Okay, so for example, this one. No, maybe this one. It's usually something like this with people inside. Okay, so for example, who wants to tell me something? Beh, cosa è venuto fuori? Poi io volevo una foto. Okay, so for example, oh my God, I just want a picture, any picture. Can you give me one? Okay, Pixabay, let's go on Pixabay. Okay, let's try this one, for example. Okay, so who wants to talk about this picture? It's not clear at all, but anyway, no, let's go for another one. I don't like this one.
Funziona? Io adesso sento.
Cosa senti?
Sento. C'è il microfono acceso?
Okay, let's try this one. Okay, so they're not very clear, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. We don't care about the picture. So who wants to tell me something about this picture? Nobody? Nessuno vuol provarci? Okay, what about Orietta? Orietta Busatto. Okay,
Yes.
Orietta, tell us something about this picture. You're supposed to talk for 2-3 minutes, 2 minutes about
2 minutes.
the picture. Okay, so first of all,
in this picture, you can look a big city.
we are together, so we can see. In this picture, we can see.
Yes, we can see a big city. And a lot of people go to work and go on foot.
Okay.
Probably is in the morning, and there are a lot of students because I've got valigie, insomma borse, adesso non mi viene in mente, cartelle, cioè vedo
sex.
Ecco. Ok, and they are very.
You see, it's not easy to describe a picture if you're not, ready to do so. So yes, perfect. So in this picture, we can see, I would say something more easy, like people crossing a street or people walking on a road. It's a big city, as we can see from the skyscrapers. Okay, because why did you say it's a big city? How do you know? From the skyscrapers. So it's a big city, as we can see from the skyscrapers. And a lot of people are walking to work or probably to school, because many of them are probably students, since they have school bags. Okay, perfect. It's probably early morning, presto di mattina, as we can see from the light from the sky. And what else can we say? It's probably an oriental country, an East country because for what I can see, people look like Far East people. Anything else? They're all very elegant, which probably means they take their job or studies seriously. And everybody goes in the same direction, but they do not go as a group, but individually. They don't talk to each other much. They are all, you know, by themselves. Maybe these two, but maybe not.
Sto facendo una con 3 puntini. È difficile. Ma ci arrivo. Ci arrivo? Sì.
Chi è che sta parlando?
No, sto arrivando.
Okay, so this is the idea. Describe what you see first. People walking in the street. And while describing a picture or a photo, you need to use the the present continuous. They are walking. They are laughing. They are talking. Okay? Quindi we can see people walking on the street, crossing a street. Then, if you don't want to say, go on the background.
Per dire, allora,
it's probably a big city.
Preparare nuove truppe, allestire nuove truppe oppure procurarsi nuove
Scusate,
truppe.
ma chi è che...
Allestire?
Per favore, potete spegnere l'audio perché si sente tutto. Ok. Okay, anyway, okay, so while talking about a photo or a picture, use the present continuous. They are walking. They are wearing elegant clothes. And then the background, it's probably big city because you can see many skyscrapers. Skyscrapers. Grattacieli. And it's probably early morning, as you can see from the sky. Okay. It could be a Far East city because people look a little bit Far East people, Chinese or Korean or Japanese, something like that. They all go in the same direction apart from one, but it's okay. But they all go by themselves, not together. So, you know, they're all individually going. What else? This is good, but it's not a couple of minutes. You need to talk for at least a couple of minutes. So what else can we say? Cos'altro possiamo dire?
There is a particular type of floor.
The floor? Mm-hmm. Okay. There's concrete on the floor.
In the middle.
And a red line.
Yes.
What do you think it means?
Perhaps the direction. Or the direction, I don't know.
Non so cosa stai dicendo.
No, sto dicendo che non so che cosa possa indicare, che è molto particolare il pavimento.
I have no idea what the red line can indicate. I have no idea of what the red line on the floor can indicate. Perfect. If you don't know something, it's okay to say, I don't know what it can indicate. I don't know. I have no idea of what the red line on the floor can indicate. It might be the division between the bike track and the pedestrian track. Potrebbe essere la divisione tra la pista ciclabile e quella pedonale, però nessuno rispetta niente lì. Boh.
Ci sono tutte e due i pedoni da entrambe le parti.
Yes, people are walking on both parts of the line. So I don't know. Anyway, yes.
Probably is the red line away for the Czechie.
The what?
For the people.
For
Czechie.
blind people, yes.
Blind, yes.
The red line could be for blind people, yes. To help blind people to follow the track. That's a good idea, yes, might be. Okay. What season do you think it is? Blind people, or if you want to be kind, visually impaired. Visually impaired people. Blind people or visually impaired people con problemi alla vista. What season do you think it is?
It's probably autumn or spring.
It's probably autumn or springtime. Why springtime? I think it's autumn or maybe winter.
For the
Yes.
sky. For the sky.
Oh, for the sky.
The sky, because the sky is blue and white and not gray, for example.
I was looking at the leaves, at the plants behind the people, and they look quite dry and changing colors. I think it's autumn.
I think
Okay,
so.
okay, it's autumn.
Also, the people are wearing raincoats and jackets, so it's definitely not summer.
No.
So might be autumn. Okay, fantastic. Let's change picture and person. Who wants to talk? Ma sono tutte così brutte queste foto. Santi Dio. Oh, what about this one? Or maybe this one? Okay, let's do this one. Okay, who wants to talk about this picture? Chi vuole parlare di questa foto? Su, su, su. Stefania, Maria Vittoria, Sofia, qualcuno? Anyone? Come on.
I try.
A beautiful,
Yes. Okay.
a beautiful landscape, and enjoy too much see around the landscape.
Yes, but who enjoys? A subject is missing. There's a young man.
The man enjoy the beautiful landscape.
Yes. Okay. There's a young man enjoying the wonderful landscape around him. Okay. Can you describe the man? He looks very happy.
Yes, the man is very happy and wears a shirt and shoes and non mi viene.
He's wearing a shirt, shorts, and
Sure.
gym shoes.
Gym
Yes.
shoes.
So what does it mean? Exactly. He enjoys the landscape because he is at the top of the mountain. He's probably happy because he has reached the top of a mountain. I think, I mean, for what I can imagine. So you have to describe the picture first and then try and speculate on, imagine what's behind, what's happening, you know, in the picture. So in the foreground, on the foreground, there's a young man enjoying the landscape. He looks very happy, probably because he managed to reach the top of the mountain. He's wearing a shirt, a pair of shorts, and a gym shoes, a pair of gym shoes. Trailers, anche se volete si possono chiamare trailers, a pair of trailers. And all around him, there's a wonderful landscape. He's definitely at the top of a mountain. What season do you think it is? What part of the day? What, you know?
Season probably is spring or summer.
It's probably summertime or late spring o tarda primavera. Late spring. Why? Just imagine there is always somebody asking why for every sentence you say. You need to give explanations of what you say. So it's probably summertime or late spring because why?
He's wearing a summer clothes.
Summer clothes.
Exactly.
Shorts.
He's wearing summer clothes. Exactly.
Hello, and there isn't snow.
And there's no snow on the top of the mountains. That's true. Exactly. What part of the day do you think it is?
It is early morning.
Early morning?
Yes, because ombra.
The shadow?
Shadow is very long.
Very long, you're right. But nevertheless, I would have said late afternoon. Okay, early morning or late afternoon.
But
because the shadow is very long.
Okay.
Good.
And
good.
I think the man is crying to sky good morning.
Okay, I think the man is crying his good morning to the world. Yes, I think the man is crying, shouting his good morning to the world. Good morning, world. Okay, what else? Where do you think we are? Do you think we're in Italy or someone else? somewhere else? I think we are in the Alps because the mountains look quite tall and sharp. But it could be Norway though. Potrebbe anche essere la Norvegia. But I don't know. What's sure is we're very high up in latitude, in altitude, because there are the clouds underneath, perché ci sono le nuvole sotto, vedete, basse, quindi dobbiamo essere parecchio in alto. Ok?
Yes.
So you see, it's not easy to talk about a picture for 2 minutes. You really have to practice this. Do you want another one? Let's try another one. Okay, how can I go back? What about, which one would you like? Quale vorreste? Okay, what about this one? So let's try and talk about this one. Uh-oh. Okay, it's okay. Let's talk about this one. It doesn't matter.
This one.
Yes, it's very nice. I like it. So let's leave it. Okay, so who wants to say something about this picture?
Can I try?
Yes, please. Thank you.
In the pictures, we can see sunset on the sea. There is a little boat, and the color of the sea and the sky are wonderful because they mixed. In the far, we can see pears.
Allora, because they are mixed. Okay. Okay. In the far distance, in the distance, we can see. What can we see?
Pears in puntile.
Pears. Oh, okay.
Pears.
A pear. And more goats. But they're far away. So this solitary boat gives a sense of loneliness. No? I don't know. Sorry.
Yes.
You were supposed to describe it. Okay, so move on.
We feel alone.
Okay, why do you say it's the sea and not a lake, for example? Look at the water, it's very still.
Because I like very big, so I don't think to the lake, but a big space like sea.
Okay, such a big space can only be found at the sea. Okay. It all depends on how you take the picture, but yes. Yeah. Right. So tell me something. It's a very quiet morning or sunset. The water is very still.
Yeah.
The boat.
Morning.
Is it morning in your opinion? Not.
Yes, early morning.
Early morning.
Because there are no people walking or working.
Ok, there's no one around, non c'è nessuno intorno.
There's no.
So it must be, quindi deve essere early morning. It must be early morning because there's no one around. What else? Once you have described the boat, the background, the colors, try with the hypothesis, must be early morning, must be summertime, must be whatever, and the impressions this picture conveys, e le impressioni che questa foto vi trasmette.
It's romantic and
It's a very romantic photo.
And relaxing picture. For me, in the evening at sunset.
I think it's sunset. Okay. What else? It's an old boat, probably fisherman boat. You can see a net here, a fish net here.
Yeah.
And so what does it mean? It's probably sunset. The fisherman still has to go out at sea to go fishing. Secondo me sì, è il tramonto e il pescatore ancora deve uscire a pescare perché la rete è ancora tutta fatta su. Ok. What else?
Very nice, the reflection on the water of the
cloud.
Clouds.
Cloud.
The water are very nice. Ok, nice va benissimo. But try and enlarge your vocabulary. And you know what you can do to enlarge your vocabulary? You can go to Word Hippo. Word Hippo gives you a number of synonyms. Oh, no, nice, Nelly, nice only. Oh, nice. Let's see a synonym of nice. Enjoyable, delightful, good, great, pleasant, pleasurable, satisfying, agreeable, amazing, lovely, magnificent, marvelous, splendid, superb, wonderful, acceptable, amusing, charming, entertaining, favorable. You know, try and use different adjectives than the usual one. Agreeable, pleasant, you know, or okay, elaborate, delicate, subtle, and so on and so on. So, for example, instead of nice, the reflections of the clouds on the water are very
amazing,
pleasing. Where do you
amazing.
Amazing, are really amazing. Really amazing. Yes, perfect. Are really amazing. And magnificent. Magnificent però più senso di pomposo. And I don't know, for example, very lovely, very pleasant, very yeah, beautiful, fascinating, fascinating. Fascinating. Okay, so try and enlarge your vocabulary in your descriptions. Don't use general terms like nice. You can use them, of course, but if you find a corresponding, a synonym, more, how can I say, specific, it's much, much better. Charming, it's very charming.
Charming also, yes.
Yes. Or, sorry, splendid, super, superb. Yes. Okay, right. Let's go back to the picture. Do you want to say something else?
It could be a painting.
Could be painting, not a photo. Could be, yes. It could be a painting, not a photo. Yeah, why not? It's very specific though. Here,
there is a small wooden house.
Yeah, probably a fisherman cab. A fisherman cab.
Cosa capisci?
Fisherman cab. Una, come si chiama in italiano? Insomma, una cabinetta del pescatore. Sì, non so come si chiama in italiano, vabbè. A fisherman cab. Ok. So...
Trabocchi. Sono i trabocchi.
Ah, ok, grazie, trabocchi. Però metti che trabocchi è una parola molto specifica, ci sarà sicuramente una traduzione italiana, una traduzione inglese più specifica per trabocco. Aspetta un attimo che la cerco. Vabbè, insomma, non è molto importante perché è una parola abbastanza... No, vabbè, ok. Ok. Overflow vuol dire quando l'acqua trabocca. No.
Se prova a scrivere Fisherman Cab in inglese e vedere come lo traduce.
That's a good idea. Fisherman Cab. Cabina del pescatore. Sì, vabbè, Google Traduttore, vabbè, ha i suoi limiti.
In italiano è trabucco, non trabocco.
Ah, con la U, allora colpa mia, scusami. Sorry. Very silly of me. Trabucco. Ah, so trip budget.
Trebuchet.
Ah, trebuchet.
Trebuchet.
E alla francese sicuramente. Trebuchet. Alla francese sicuramente.
Trebuchet.
Mai sentita sta parola. Ok, comunque. Vabbè. There's a fisherman cab or a trebuchet. And so, for example, what I would say is, it's a wonderful picture because it gives you a sense of loneliness, but in a relaxing way, in a world which is full of activity, because you can see people are working here, not at this moment, but I mean, it's a place where people work, fishermen fish their fish, boats go out and in. So it's a lively place, but not in this moment. In this moment, everything seems still, and there's a sense of really relax and maybe waiting for the day to start or to finish. Okay, so talk about the emotions the picture tells you. So first, what's in the foreground? Second, what's in the background? Third, describe the various parts of the picture, the clouds, the boat, so on and so on. And finally, the emotions this picture conveys. Let's try another one. Do you want to try another one, or do you want to try to change exercise? What about this one, for example? Ultima, poi cambiamo esercizio, dai, mi sono stufata. Ah, ma perché viene fuori sempre questa allora?
Eccolo lì, sotto.
No, non è questo. No. Anyway, we can do this one if you want to, or maybe I wanted a picture with somebody in. Tell me which one would you like? Wow, this is nice. Do you want this one? Okay, let's try this one, for example. Who wants to say something about this picture?
Hi, everyone.
Yes, do you want to try?
Yes, I'm Sophia.
Yep.
Nice to meet all of you.
Thank you, Cecilia.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Yes.
We're happy you're here with us.
Yes, it's my pleasure. I really.
Good.
Yes, I can see a child. Maybe the time is the new year.
Mm-hmm.
The tree. I see the tree. Maybe. The kid is 4 or 5 years old. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
The kid looks a low mood.
She looks in a low mood.
Yes,
really. I thought she was happy. Okay. Anyway, she looks to me. She looks to me as being in a low mood.
In a low mood, yes.
Why do you say so?
Probably it don't smile.
Probably
maybe.
because
it's not smiling.
Okay, she's not smiling.
Smiling, yes. She's not smiling. But it's beautiful kid.
It's a beautiful girl. I think it's a girl. Yes.
Maybe girl, yes. The hair is curly.
Yeah. So she's a beautiful girl. What else do you want to say?
Maybe that's enough in the moment.
Okay, anybody else wants to add something?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think it's Christmas time, and the baby she look the tree, and
she's looking at the tree. She's looking at the Christmas tree. Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's low mood, but it is interesting. She look the present. She look if there is a present. I think.
Yes.
She looks
I don't
surprised.
think she's in a low mood.
Surprised
by the light.
And she's taken away by the lights.
The lights.
To be taken away vuol dire essere, come si può dire in italiano?
Attratto.
Sì, sì, non so come si dice in italiano. Aiuto. Yes. Affascinata, diciamo, dalle luci. She is taken away by the lights. Okay. Nothing else? Why, for example, did the photographer use this, how can I say, this position from up towards, the lights at the bottom? I mean, it's a very strange, how can I say, position to take a photo. It's not in front, it's not on one side, it's not up from down or down from up. It's a very strange, you know.
It can be an advertising. Advertising. Can be.
Could be an advertising.
Could
Ad,
be, yes.
ad già va bene. Loro abbreviano spesso in ad. Could be an ad, an advertising. Of what, for example?
Of the Natale.
Of the Christmas season. Of the Christmas
season.
Yeah, could be. Okay. Anyway, what I mean is you really have to practice to be able to describe any picture for at least a couple of minutes, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
Shall we try another one? What about this one? Who wants to try this one? Però parlate, try and speak, all of you. Cercate di parlare un po' tutti. For example, Nadia, Olivieri, or Maria Vittoria. Don't you want to say something?
Try.
Okay, about this picture, go Maria Vittoria.
Provo.
Yeah.
I see three boys, little. I think.
Allora, in this picture,
I see three boys.
We can see, meglio, we can see three boys.
There are.
Cosa stanno facendo? Running.
Running. They running.
Grassland.
Grassland.
Sì, in un prato, in a grassland. In a field, se vuoi. Field è più un campo, ma vabbè, anche field, sì.
In a countryside.
Sorry?
Countryside.
Ok, in the countryside.
Countryside.
Però non è mica detto. Comunque, vabbè. In the countryside.
And we can see a lot of trees. And the boys, I think, dato il massimo. Riesco a pensare molto di più quando parlano gli altri.
I think the boys are
10 years old. 8 to 10 years old.
Are from 8 to 10 years of age.
8 to 10 years of age. Okay.
Then
they are playing. Stanno giocando.
Are playing.
And
they're heading towards the river. I think there's a river in the background beyond the trees. I think there's a river on the background.
And
the trees.
That we are in the summertime.
It's probably summertime because
they were
they are wearing
light clothes.
Light clothes.
Light clothes. Yes. They're wearing light clothes.
The photo is in black and white.
Why, in your opinion?
Well, maybe because it's not very recent. Can be quite an old one, or quite
an
old photo, or because the photographer loves this kind of landscape.
An artistic photo.
Yeah, artistic, yes.
So, for example, if you imagine it's an old photo, you can speculate to what happened to these children, how old they might be now, and what they might be doing, or, you know. Or you can stick to the photo and say, why do you think they're running towards the river? And why do you think the photographer has taken the picture of their backs running downwards? I know it's not easy. Okay, anyway, please take some pictures and try some descriptions, and next time you can tell us about them. Okay? I think it's something you can easily do at home and prepare. And then next time you show us your picture and tell us, you know, about this, about it. Now, then, wait a second. Then, so after having talked about a picture, in section 3, you are going to talk together. I mean, the two candidates are going to talk together about something for about 2 minutes. And this is an example. I'm going to describe a situation to you. Is there an example? No. Okay, maybe here. I'm going to, okay, these could be pictures you could describe. I can send this to you. Maybe I have already done, I don't know. Okay, for example, a situation. An architect has to make a project for a small flat in the best possible way. There's no space for all the rooms, so he needs to make a choice. Talk together about the different rooms and their use and say which is or which are the most important. Okay, so the architect is making a project of a small flat, and the flat is so small that not all these rooms can be inserted. So what do you think the architect should include in the small flat? Please talk about the picture and decide which room is more important. So who wants to try? Luciano, do you want to try? Or Deborah? Francesca Ginevra?
Yes.
Okay, right.
This is a project of the total house, and the architect decide to how dispose the rooms.
Yes.
And in the
But actually, this is not the small flat. This is a detached house, a complete house with all the rooms.
Yes.
Now, forget about this one. The architect has to make a different project of a small flat, and he has to decide which rooms to put in the flat. So you have to discuss together with your mate which room is essential, which can be, you know, left out, and so on and so on.
Yes, well, architect decide the room.
Okay, wait a second, Luciano. The idea
Yes.
is you talk to a mate, you talk to someone and say, well, I think the bathroom is essential. What do you think? And the other one says, yes, I absolutely agree with you. We can't do without a bathroom. Even if instead of a bathtub, we could have a shower to spare some room. Yes, that's a good idea. Let's make a small bathroom with a shower instead of a bathtub, so as to spare some space. And then we, of course, need a bedroom, I suppose. Yes, yes, we definitely need a bedroom, and so on and so on, okay? This is what I want, a dialogue between the two of you or even three of you discussing how the project should come out, what it should include.
Can I speak?
Yes, please, anybody can.
Yes, first of all, I think it is necessary to have a bath, a kitchen, and a bedroom, for example.
Okay, don't you say bath, a kitchen, a bathroom, a kitchen, and a bedroom.
And a bedroom, yes. For it's necessary for me.
We can't do without. We can't do
without.
Sì, no, va bene anche it's necessary. We can't do without a bathroom, a kitchen, and a bedroom. E poi ask the other, what do you think? What do you think? Yeah,
I think also that maybe a shower, it could be better.
First of all, you agree. First of all, you agree with the other. Yes, absolutely.
No, quelli aspetta.
Instead
Even if.
Dopo sbagliamo.
Yes, absolutely. Even if instead of a bathtub, we could have a shower. Okay? Yes, absolutely. We can't do without a bathroom, a kitchen, and the bedroom. Yes, absolutely. Even if instead of a bathtub, we could have a shower to spare some room. To spare some room. Per risparmiare un po' di spazio. Okay. Any further idea?
I think that the laundry room isn't necessary because we put our washing machine in the kitchen.
Or in the bathroom.
Yes, I think the laundry is not necessary. The laundry room is not necessary. We can have a washing machine in the kitchen. That's very British. Because,
Yes.
I mean, Italians tend to have the washing machine in the bathroom. It's British people who tend to have a washing machine in the kitchen. Okay, yes, we can simply have a washing machine in the kitchen. Yes.
I think that laundry room is too big for necessary, and I would be the bedroom too big.
Okay, in case I would prefer a bigger bedroom. Okay, yes, I think that the laundry room is definitely too big for a small flat. In case, or instead, I would prefer a bigger bedroom. What else?
Maybe we make a corner in the living room for the games.
A corner in the living room for the games. What do you mean? Oh, the games room. Okay, for the games. We could have a corner in the living room. Oh, ho sbagliato living room, scusate. Living room. We could have a corner in the living room for the games. But so we have a living room then. Not only kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom, also living room. Do we have a living room?
I think.
How many rooms we can have?
How many rooms can we have in our flat? It depends on how big you want the rooms to be. Let's say it's a 50 square meter flat. Let's say it's a 50 square meter flat. It's up to you how you want it. 50 square meter is nothing. Because a bedroom, a 4x4 bedroom is already 16 square meter. And that's only one room. But it's something, I mean, 50 square meter is a small flat.
Yeah.
So.
You can, I mean, we can open, I mean,
we could have an open
throw a roof of the kitchen and try to enlarge with the dining room. You understand? No. Possiamo allargare la cucina buttando giù un muro magari e fare un po' di
Okay, we could have an open space for the kitchen and the dining room together, to be together. We could have an open space for the kitchen and dining room. So you can have kitchen and dining room in the same room, a little bit larger. Yes, why not? What else?
And if the living room and the kitchen are one room, there is a space for a bathroom in the first ground. No, first.
Okay, ma forget about this picture. Non pensate a questo disegno. Questo era solo per darvi l'elenco delle stanze. Anyway, if the living room and the kitchen are together, there might be the space for a bathroom, for a bathroom. I mean, for a bathroom with a bathtub, you mean? With a bathtub. Con la vasca da bagno, vuoi dire? Un porco cane. E bathtub, scusate. A bathroom with a bathtub, con la vasca da bagno. Because you think this is important. Is that correct?
Yes, a bathroom on each floor.
Ok, but forget about this picture. Sì, ho capito, ma dimenticatevi questa foto. Questa era solo per darvi l'elenco delle stanze che potevano esserci e voi dovevate discutere su quale mettere e quale non mettere. Quindi non è che ci sono 3 piani. Voi avete un piccolo appartamento o di solo un piano.
I think
A study.
I think the house have to have entire. Where
Sorry?
I think the house have to have entire a door.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you properly. Can you write it on the chat, please?
Yes.
Yes, okay, but what's important is you listen to your mate and answer to his suggestions. So for example, yes, good idea. Moreover, we could do this. Yes, that's a good point. And we could also do this. Or, I'm not sure it's a good idea. Maybe we should do this, okay? So I write you the various possibilities. Yes, good idea. Moreover, inoltre, we could blah, 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 blah. Oppure, yes, that's a good point. And you know what? We could also blah, 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 blah. Okay? Or if you don't agree, oh, I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. And maybe repeat his sentence. I absolutely agree with you. A bathroom is necessary, or, you know, this kind of things. Or, I'm not sure this is a good idea. Because blah, blah, blah. Or actually, I wonder if this is a good idea, or if we could do that. Okay, this is the house has to have a door where we can put our coats. Ah, okay, a closet, you mean. The house needs a closet to hang our coats. The house needs a closet to hang our coats. Sì, tutto sarebbe molto bello, però se non c'è lo spazio. You know what we could do? You know what we could do? We could have a big wardrobe instead of a wall to separate the bedroom from the, I don't know, kitchen living room, for example. Okay, you know what we could do? We could have a big wardrobe instead of a wall to separate the bedroom from the kitchen living room. So that space can be used to hang clothes, keep shoes, and these kind of things. Okay? But apart from the flat, what I wanted you to do is to interact one with the other. Say, I agree with you, or I don't agree with you, and so on and so on. Because this is what you'll be required to do at the exam. Ok, al di là di quello che vogliamo fare di questo appartamento che non ce ne frega niente, quello che volevo farvi fare è farvi interagire rispondendo alle proposte, dicendo sì, buona idea, inoltre, oppure sono assolutamente d'accordo con te, inoltre, oppure non sono sicura che sia una buona idea, perché bla bla bla, ok? So, interaction, that's what they want at the exam. Okay, and then finally, part 4, general questions to the two candidates together, and they're supposed to answer together. For example, what do you do when you want to relax? Davide and, I don't know, Deborah, what do you do when you want to relax? Talk about this topic.
I like reading a book or listening to the radio, or maybe dancing a little.
Dancing? What kind of dance?
All the music.
All kinds.
Yes.
Good.
I like Zumba.
Wow.
And the Latin American music.
Latin American, yes.
Yes. And I like travel a lot.
Traveling. I like traveling. Dopo like, verbo in ing. I like traveling a lot. But you have to talk with Davide.
And you, Davide, what do you like?
We can't hear you, Davide. We can't hear you. No. No. Okay, maybe take out the earphones and talk. No, we can't hear you. Okay. No, still can't hear you. Yeah. Okay, somebody else then, while Davide tries and understand what's happening. Sorry. Okay, so for example, I don't know, Elena Campedelli?
Hi. What I like to go outdoor, and I like
outdoor. Okay,
outdoor.
but wait a second. You don't have to say, I like this, I like that. You have to talk to the other person. And so you can reply to Deborah and say, oh yes, I love traveling as well. Oppure, personally, I don't like traveling very much. I prefer blah, blah, blah. Okay, so reply to Deborah, interact with Deborah.
Okay. So, Deborah, I like dancing, me too, but I'm not very well dancer.
Not very good.
But not very good dancer. I prefer to go outdoor, to working in the city. I work or near the lake, and I like to make a photo. Usually I come out. I go out with my camera, and I try to check many images, many photos.
And
2 years ago, I made a course of photograph too, but I don't practice very often this hobby. I buy camera, a professional camera, but I don't use so often because I have to learn, imparare, the use very well.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I like it. I like it. I like use the camera, and I go aspetta un attimo. Continuo a fare corsi.
I keep attending classes or courses.
And I like to participate at many projects.
Part in many projects.
And what do you prefer to photograph? Landscapes, persons, faces?
I like to at school. I use the photo with the child for remember all the things we do, and in other moment I like to photo
Take photo.
No, volevo sai quando ti scappa la parola? Mi piace raccontare storie. I like
I like taking photos to tell stories.
Yes, or experience.
Or
last year I go in. We go Last year I went to Lessinia, and I make a project, and I build a project with the shepherd. Pastore? No,
Shepherds.
Shepherd.
Okay. So, where were we? Okay, Christina, in my free time, I like walking with my friends. So we take a cup of coffee at the park. Okay. But let's go back to, what was she? Elena. Quindi, I often go out with my camera and take good photos. I attended a photograph course as well 2 years ago, but I don't practice much. I bought a professional camera, but I don't use it very often. I still have to learn how to use it. I keep attending classes, and I like to take part in many projects. What are your favorite topics? Landscapes, people? At school, I take photos of the children to remember what we do. I like taking photos to tell è scritto con due L, ho sbagliato a scrivere, to tell stories or experiences. Last year, I went to Lessinia and made a project with the shepherds. Okay. Okay, what a pity. Sorry, Nadia. Okay. Yes, but again, good try. Congratulations. Even if there are a few mistakes, but I corrected them writing in the chat, but it's okay. Perfect. Only you are supposed to interact. So you say a sentence and invite the other one to reply. at the exam. Here we can do whatever we want to. But when you'll be at the exam, you're supposed to discuss with your partner, not to talk by yourselves, okay? So this is very, very important. You're not taking the exam, I know, but just in case, one never knows. Before May, you might decide to try it, who knows? Okay, so this is an idea of how the speaking part of the exam works. These are usually the questions asked. What do you do when you want to relax? Do you prefer to relax with friends or alone? Is it important to do exercise in your free time? Is it useful to learn new skills in your free time? Do you think people spend too much time working or studying these days? These are usually the questions asked. So this is an overall idea of how the exam, the speaking part of the exam works. If you want to, you can practice at home, describing pictures or, pretending to have a discussion with someone. And if you want to send me something to correct, I'll be only happy to correct it and send it back to you. You've got my email because I'm sending you all the links using my personal email. So you've got my email. If you want to send me something to correct, very welcome. No problems at all. Okay. Next time, I'm very happy I was with you today, but next time, I hope you'll be more talkative and, less shy and more, how can I say, lively. But it's okay. I was happy to meet you today. Thank you very much indeed for your presence.
When it will be next time?
Sorry?
When it will be next time?
Again, if you want to follow only the group B lessons, it'll be in 2 weeks on Wednesday. But if you want to, you can also follow the A group lessons. And
I followed yesterday. Sorry, I followed yesterday too.
Okay, yesterday was B2 though.
Yes.
The other B1 course is on Tuesday next week.
So if you send me everything, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. There's a week on Tuesday and the following week on Wednesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you can come any week, every week if you want to, once on Tuesday and once and the following week on Wednesday. Or you can come only on the Wednesday lessons or only on the Tuesdays lessons, whatever you prefer. Okay.
It depends on school. Okay.
I know. That's why I chose 2 different days, because in case somebody is always busy on a Wednesday, they can come on a Tuesday and vice versa.
Per favore, ripeti in italiano, scusami.
Sì, allora, il gruppo B1 è diviso in 2 parti, B1A e B1b. Le lezioni del gruppo B1A sono il martedì ogni 2 settimane. Le lezioni del gruppo B1b sono il mercoledì ogni 2 settimane. Quindi una settimana c'è la lezione B1A il martedì, la settimana dopo c'è la lezione B1b il mercoledì. Abbiamo scelto apposta 2 giorni diversi perché se qualcuno non può di martedì, viene di mercoledì e viceversa. Però se invece qualcuno può sia di martedì sia di mercoledì, se preferite, venite anche tutte le settimane, una volta il martedì e una volta il mercoledì. Io vi manderò il link ogni volta, quindi se potete, vi manderò anche le vostre date. Se potete, venite tutte le settimane. Se non potete, venite solo al corso B o solo al corso A, o insomma venite quando potete fondamentalmente. Ecco, perché secondo me più potete, cioè più lezioni potete seguire, meglio è. Ecco. Invece il corso B a cui sei venuta ieri, Roberta, funziona lo stesso, nel senso una volta di martedì, una volta di mercoledì a settimane alterne, però è il corso B2. Quindi, per carità, se vuoi seguire anche quello, segui anche quello. Ma se tu vuoi fare l'esame a livello B1, sì, per carità, ti fa bene anche seguire anche il B2, se vuoi. Fate quello che volete, siete sempre i benvenuti. Io di martedì e mercoledì ci sono sempre. Una volta B1A, una volta B1B, una volta B2A, una volta il B2B, però ci sono sempre. Quindi, ecco.
Il B2 è più leggero come corso, cioè
No, è più difficile.
È più difficile,
sì, l'esame è parecchio più
ecco, ho capito bene.
Allora, la sequenza è questa. A1 è principiante assoluto.
Sì.
A2 falso principiante. B1 intermedio basso. B2 intermedio alto. E poi c'è C1 proficiency e C2 che è di madrelingua praticamente. Quindi B1 è più basso del B2.
Ok.
Però per carità, se volete venire, fate quel che volete, siete sempre benvenuti. Ormai mi sono rassegnata.
Maria Pia, avrei una domanda. Io
Certo.
oggi ho partecipato per la prima volta perché mi sono iscritta stamattina.
Esatto.
E ho l'account, ho partecipato grazie all'account anche della
Esatto,
mia
mia
amica.
io.
Ok. Visto che ho perso queste ore della volta scorsa, succede qualcosa a livello delle ore del multiorario?
Allora, questo corso sta iniziando oggi, il B1b, questa è la prima lezione, ok? Quindi non hai perso niente fino adesso. Le altre potevi venire, sono in più, capito?
Ok.
Se si viene almeno il 75% delle volte, alla fine si ha l'attestato di partecipazione che è valido come aggiornamento, è riconosciuto dalle scuole come aggiornamento. Ok? Però bisogna essere presenti almeno il 75% delle volte. Ma questa era la prima lezione di questo corso.
Grazie.
Poi se voi siete presenti anche di più, meglio ancora, nell'attestato di partecipazione, invece di esserci 24 ore, ci sarà scritto ha partecipato per 30, 28, quel che è ore, ok? Quindi ogni volta che venite, anche se non è il vostro corso, voi firmate comunque la presenza. Avete firmato, vero, la presenza?
Io non ho capito dove.
Allora, vi rimetto nella chat il link. La vedete nella chat? Cliccate lì, si apre un Google Form dove vi viene chiesto la email.
Non lo vedo, scusami.
Non lo vedo neanche.
Non lo vedo.
All'inizio.
Ah, scusa, no,
No, ha
perché
detto
il
che lo
messaggio
rimetteva.
diretto, scusa, l'ho mandato solo ad Andrea.
All'inizio della chat.
No, ve lo rimando,
Lo rimanda.
Ok,
no,
l'ho rimandato.
Grazie.
Allora ci manderà gentilmente il calendario?
Non riesco a
Se
capire.
volete sì, ma c'è tutto nella pagina dell'Europolo. Sì, vi rimando tutto se volete, non c'è problema per il calendario. Però come vi dicevo, se volete...
Ha detto che è piccoli.
Come? Scusa, non ho capito. Vabbè, ok.
Avevo una domanda, ma se nel caso in cui non si potesse partecipare a una lezione, si può recuperare, viene registrata?
Esatto, stavo dicendo anche questo. Inoltre, se non potete per qualche motivo partecipare alla lezione, tutte le lezioni sono registrate, noi siamo live in streaming e sono salvate nella piattaforma dell'Europol, quindi potete guardarvela a casa e a quel punto cliccare comunque la presenza. Ok, quindi veramente non avete scusanti, eh?
Ottimo,
Ok.
Non abbiamo chance.
Fatemi ridere che non posso ridere.
E comunque
Io non
io
riesco.
ho partecipato a tanti corsi di inglese, ma quello di oggi mi è piaciuto tanto perché è veramente ben strutturato. Brava,
Ma se non hai neanche
complimenti.
detto una parola, Lillina.
No, l'ho detta qualcosina.
Ah sì? Va bene,
No, la
ok.
prossima parlo di più.
Esatto, qui vi voglio. La prossima dovete parlare tutti, compreso
vabbè.
Davide che deve scoprire come fare a farsi sentire da noi.
Bene.
Maria
Io
Pia.
Domanda. Gli
Sì.
argomenti trattati nel corso B1A o nel corso B1b sono gli stessi?
Sono gli stessi, fondamentalmente, a meno che non facciate delle richieste specifiche.
C'era scritto comunque, no? C'era
Sì,
scritto?
sì, c'era scritto. Gli
Quindi
argomenti
se noi-
sono gli stessi e sono quelli che vi servono per la preparazione all'esame Cambridge. Poi se lo date, se non lo date, non lo date, ma comunque insomma su qualcosa dobbiamo pure basare il programma, quindi abbiamo deciso di basarlo su quello, ecco.
Va bene, grazie.
Ok.
Maria Pia, scusami, una domanda. Una collega si era iscritta a questo corso, è entrata, ha visto che è troppo difficile per lei, ha preso spavento e è uscita.
Perché parlavo tutto in inglese all'inizio, ma io ve l'avevo chiesto.
Ma probabilmente sì. E mi chiedeva, adesso mi ha mandato un messaggio, esiste un corso A1 o qualcosina?
Non con l'Europolo. Noi del CPA, allora, io sono un insegnante del CPIA che sta per Centro Provinciale di Istruzione degli Adulti ed è una scuola pubblica come le elementari, le medie, le elementari per i bambini fino ai 10 anni, le medie per i bambini dagli 11 ai 13 anni, le superiori per i ragazzini dai 14 ai 19 anni e poi ci sono le università e ci sono le scuole per adulti. Noi siamo la scuola per adulti, lo dico perché non ci conosce nessuno, non so perché.
No, io li conosco bene perché ho organizzato i corsi per le mamme straniere.
Benissimo.
No, io vi conosco perché ci ho insegnato l'anno scorso, è per quello che vi conosco.
Ah, bene Roberta. Ecco,
mi è piaciuto molto,
io sono
moltissimo,
un'insegnante
mi è
del
piaciuto.
CPA.
A me è piaciuto molto, ho fatto la supplenza di un anno e purtroppo quest'anno non sono riuscita ad andare perché hanno chiamato troppo
peccato,
presto.
dai, speriamo per il prossimo anno, Roberta.
A me è piaciuto molto, sono anche rimasta a contatto con loro.
Speriamo per il prossimo anno, dai Roberta. Comunque vi dicevo, nel CPA di cui faccio parte io ci sono anche corsi di lingua a livello più basso, però il CPA collabora con l'Europolo, siamo parte della stessa rete e l'Europolo ci ha chiesto di fare corsi di livello B1 e B2, quindi con l'Europolo gratuiti ci sono solo livello B1, B2 e C1 che non faccio io, che fa Gordon, che è un altro insegnante, Gordon Kennedy.
Sì.
Invece per i corsi A1 e A2 non sono organizzati dall'Europolo, però se vuoi ci sono lezioni presso il CPA. Il CPA non è gratuito perché purtroppo non abbiamo sovvenzioni europee, però essendo una scuola pubblica i prezzi sono molto molto bassi, 3 euro all'ora, per cui un corso per esempio come questo di 24 ore costerebbe circa 70 euro, ecco, quindi insomma sono prezzi molto molto abbordabili, più che altro che coprono l'assicurazione, queste cose qui, ecco.
Ok.
E se vi interessa, con il CPA stanno partendo adesso corsi anche di francese, tedesco, trekking urbano.
Spagnolo, niente?
Come?
Spagnolo?
Allora, noi possiamo fare tutto se c'è un minimo di 10 persone che lo richiedono. Finora spagnolo non è stato richiesto. Però se tu conosci un gruppetto di persone che è interessato, possiamo organizzarlo. Non solo spagnolo, qualunque altra roba. Sta partendo francese, tedesco, trekking urbano, economia finanziaria, L'informatica è sempre perennemente in partenza. No, c'era qualcos'altro che non mi ricordo più. Non mi ricordo più. Vabbè, insomma, magari ve lo scrivo sulla chat, se conoscete qualcuno che è interessato o se voi siete interessati, vi scrivo anche come fare la richiesta, come far
C'è
fare.
un sito in cui poter guardare?
Sì, c'è il sito, ma il sito è abbastanza difficile da capire. Vi scrivo dove poter chiedere informazioni, che è non mi ricordo più, ve lo scrivo nella chat.
Ok, va bene.
Ok.
Deve essere qualcosa
Grazie.
tipo informazioni ida@cpa verona.edu